Hello, 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 babes, gays, and these, and welcome to today's stream. Remember, this is an 18 plus stream. If you're under the age of 18, please get the fuck out. I am not above drop kicking a child in the face. Welcome in. I'm sorry for the late start. I lost track of time. I am very, very sick today. However, I don't want to let you guys down, and I still want to play. So, yeah. Hi, gal. How you doing? So as said, I am not feeling the greatest. I haven't felt the greatest since yesterday. I think I might have some sort of bug, as you can probably tell in my voice. So I won't be doing the voices, but I still will be reading it out loud. I'm just sorry I can't do any of the kooky voices today. But hopefully next time we play, I'll be feeling a little better and I'll be able to do the voices. Alright. Oh, I'm a little high for some reason. You're looking at my unique open house and look at that. Hey, hell yeah. You have the best time, my dude. Take care of your dang self. I will be playing as long as I can. I will try to do the 4 hours, but I'm very lightheaded and sicky and bleh and poopy and gross. So I'll do the best I can and I'll go as long as I can. Like I said, I do want to play and I don't want to let you guys down. So let me get up all the chats. Yeah, let's get going. Where were we? I'll go with the autosave. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I have everything ready to go. I'll have to get a proper meal in me soon. Like, for some reason, I haven't been able to keep any of my food down. So, I keep eating very small meals. But I'll have to get, like, a big meal in me soon. No good keep going with just small meals. Hydrate, die straight. I've already drank, but I will not be doing any voices. I'm just gonna read. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. My mom caught whatever I have too, so we're just sort of like plodding along. Hopefully everything will be fine soon, though. I just want to chill out, have fun, play the game, talk to you guys, because it's been a hot minute. I haven't seen you in a while, gal. I don't know if you have a YouTube, but I will be moving over to YouTube by next year. So if you want to go subscribe over there, that would be great. Moving platform sucks. Phew, I knew we took the right path. Who said we can't road trip all by ourselves? Liam did, I think. I think that was perhaps a rhetorical question. Yee, thank you. Thank you for your ongoing support. I don't know if you've been around for me to talk about it, but basically I'm leaving Twitch because shitty platform treats their creators like garbage, and I no longer want to support it. And obviously me streaming here and you guys subscribing to me or even just chatting to me is supporting their system. So I'm slowly transitioning over in these last 2 months. I'll still be streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And then by the beginning of next year, I will be fully transitioned over to YouTube and there will be no more Twitch time. Woohoo! Whoa, dude, didn't see you there. What's up? The sky last time I checked. It better be. It'd be very confusing otherwise. Very true. Is this your crib? It is indeed. Welcome to Wayfarer's Inn. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking? Polygeist, the goodest of boys, Scott Howell. I'm the goodest of boys, Scott Howell. And together we are the Prank Masters with a Z. Woo. Pleasure to meet you. I'm your humble innkeeper. Awesome. What drinks do you serve? Oof, yeah, we're in desperate need of some booze. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I don't serve booze. What? Why? The age rating system is quite harsh on such things. And I've got to keep the place open somehow. I feel you. We've all got some burdens to carry. What else you got? Magical beverages that can enhance your abilities. It's even rumored they might influence your fate. Whoa, that's cool, dude. Like an influencer, but for fate. A fate-fluencer. That would go so hard on Moment Gram. Jesus Christ. It goes pretty hard here as well. Bet. Innkeep, please influence our fate before I get bored. I'm feeling incredibly depleted from this weird AF trip. Sounds like you're in dire need of some stamina. Though, I think you could use a bit stronger than usual. Dope. Give me your strongest potion. Technically, yeah, never mind. God, now I'm going to have to remember all of the drinky drinks. It's been a hot minute. Let's see. So we want some stamina. Which one is stamina? Good question. I can't remember. Charisma, intelligence. I'm assuming it's this one at the top. There we go. We got Swift Strike. That's just so strike, I guess. 1, 2, 3. One, two. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, give the wrong drink to adventure. At least I got an achievement, I guess. Tastes like old socks, nothing energetic about it. I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe I mixed up the delivery crates and my laundry basket last night. Good one. So, Scott Howell, would you like a drink as well? I think I'm good. Thanks, bro. Wait, there is no stamina. So I was going to give her the wrong drink either way, because there's just speed, charisma, defense, attack. And whatever the fucking last one is. You're in Zenith in the Republic of Fiozio. Are you lost? Nope. At least not as long as we're having a blast. You do seem slightly out of this world, though. Ooh. Maybe you're onto something, Potion Seller. I'm not. You know, we're road tripping. Supposed to be the trip of our lives. When something weird happened. We were about to take the next turn at a crossroad, then whoosh. A portal opened up. And I couldn't hit the brakes in time. Yeah, we drove straight through and ended up on a gravel road. Everything seemed different and dated. So dated. Dated? Duh. I've seen and done plenty of weird stuff, but this is different kind of weird. So weird. Wait, are these guys from a different game? Are these guys from Monster High? Hi, hi, hi. How you doing, my friendo? Welcome into the stream. No cars, only carriages and stuff. Cars? Yes. You mean carts? Kinda. More like carriages, but without the horsies. I'm afraid I've got no clue what you're talking about. I don't think cars exist here, Scott. Now it makes sense that my phone has no signal either. What makes sense? We landed in the past. Whoa, does that mean we time traveled? Yeah. That's so cool. I doubt time travel is possible. It sounds more like you participated in inter-universal travel. Which is rare, but happens occasionally. Wait. So what you're saying is we are super special and lucky to have participated in such an event. Likely. Okay, I got some tea. You got some tea? Spill that tea. Dope. Trust me, anything would be good to spill right now. I am feeling like hot poo-poo. So some tea might be appreciated. Some hot steaming green tea for my lungs. Hold on, I got a little dizzy from stretching. Whew. Anyway, continuing. This is a sign, Scott. The universe sent us here to wreak havoc. Ah, woo! Oh. And it crashed. Love that. That's the second time that's happened. Why you crashing, bro? It just updated, so I'm wondering if it's anything to do with the update. The prank masters will strike again. I'm glad that it saves right there. Faz and me blocked each other at the moment because he doesn't want to understand my relationship. Situation is being childish. Fuck people who don't want to understand shit. If you're happy and your partner's happy, fuck everybody else. Honestly. The world is too short to let dicks in your lives. And again, if you're living your best life, you're both happy, who gives a fucking shit? Don't unblock them. Just leave them blocked. Live happy, man. You got my support. You got my community support. Fuck people who don't care. Or don't care enough to try and understand your situations. They are not worth your time. Can we take a nap? Probably. Good idea. Hey, funky magic mystical pal, you better get writing that tour guide. I'll see what I can do. Good. Do you have a room for us? Of course. I've got a room upstairs. Just ignore the scratching sounds and leaking water by the iron door. Don't worry, we've seen worse than that. We've got plenty of experience with sea monsters. Always hyped to meet more. See you in a bit and keep. Come on, Scott. Let's hit the sheets. Maybe I should add some do not enter signs. Yeah, from what I've learned in my time of having like friendships and not so great friendships, I'll put it that way, is if people aren't willing to hear you out and like respect your boundaries or listen to you or learn or understand or whatever, they just sort of dismiss you, then they're not worth having around. Or if they like push your boundaries as well, don't let those people in. I've had enough of those people in my fucking lifetime to care. Hello. Glad to see you, Bea. Thank you for having me. Now that... Is your friend's dispute still ailing you? Still so lonely. Lonely, lonely. I came to ask. Have you sent someone to help my friends? I did, actually. You did? Yes. I sent Fable and Aurora to solve the dispute. Ooh. Then let's hope they'll be friends again soon, so we can have tea parties again. And I can stop being lonely. Erg. At least people are visiting my spa. That's good. Thank you for handing out my coupons. They are so cute. I love Baya so much. Or Bea. Did I hear spa? Yes. Doesn't that sound like something, Scott? Woo! I love spa things. Now, are you our tour guide, sweet dog creature? A bog creature, sorry. Dyslexia. Wow. That showed up in a way I didn't expect it. I saw your live stream on my news page and I just wanted to say hi, and your VTuber is cute. Hello, hello. Thank you for the compliment. It's nice to have you here. How do I pronounce your name? Should I just call you Ali for now? Oh. Yeah. My VTuber was textured by Aaron Moonfang, but is designed by me. It is my persona. Ba, 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 ba. Or at least my stream persona. I would be doing funny voices, but I'm sick. So I'm just gonna read through as normal, and hopefully next time I can do some fun old voices for these guys. But you can check out my old videos. I have all my VODs ready to watch if you are interested. I have played Pokemon, Digimon, and all sorts of other wacky fun games. Even League at one point. Whoa. And VR chat. There's a lot of VR chat. Tour guide? Do you want to visit my spa? These two are Polygeist and Scott Howell. They're currently looking for entertainment. And a way back home. But entertainment first, obviously. It's getting incredibly boring here. No offense, Funky Magical Mystery Pal. None taken. Where is your home? In a portal or something? Yeah, we came through a portal, which in itself is pretty rad. But we've had the medieval tavern experience and all. It was good while it lasted, but it's time to move on. Move on to my spa. Howdy. Howdy, handsome. How you doing? How's work? Are you home now? Question mark. Something like that. Which makes me think, Baya, do you think you could help them find a way back home? Of course. You can do that. But first, you have to visit my spa. Nothing easier than that. I'm in need of a facial anyways. The air is so dry. My bog water is especially moisturizing. Whoa. Nothing like bog water on your face. Good morning, Tiki. How are you doing? I hope you're having a splendid morning so far. I keep forgetting how many hours ahead you are behind me. Jesus. Wait. Does that mean we get to go skinny dipping in some hot springs? Oh, God. You're one of those. Oh, yes, absolutely. You're one of those. I've never been skinny dipping. Have any of you guys been skinny dipping? No, not home yet. Going back right now. Ah, so you're in the car. So say chish to all your friends for me. Or chin dobre, whichever's nicer. My hot springs are the best. Tired, but well, you're probably catching up on all the fucking sleep you've been needing after all the work in October. Can I have some sleep, please? I am not sleeping well. It sucks. I'm ill also, hence why I know cool voices, and hence why I sound like a dying dog right now. But I'm gonna push on, stream as much as I can, and have a great time. And see if we can get through this game a little bit more, because it's been a hot minute. Hopefully next time I'll do some funky voices. Cool, so a pit stop at your spa, and then a road trip back home. You joining us for the ride, sweet bog creature? Please say yes. We'll see. I'll first show you the portal and my spa. If you bring them to the portal, you could take a ride with them through it. May help you with your loneliness. You think so? Yes. No one's only on a ride with the prank masters. I'll think about it. Which portal do you want to take? The one through Avalon, full of dreams and forests? Or the one through Twilight Chasm, a place full of dread and weird fishes? I want the weird fishies. Fishies are cute. Ooh, the Twilight Chasm sounds spooky. I love spooky. I love dreams. They're so weird. Like that one dream I had where I was my own dad. Who hasn't had those dreams? Am I right or am I right? Where should I lead them, Innkeeper? Through the Nightmare Realm. Go show them some fishies. Is that the right one? Is that the one with the spooky fishies? Okay, I haven't had one of those in a while. Sounds dope. Make sure you don't lose your minds, though. No promises. Can't wait to show you my mud masks. I want a mud mask. I can't wait to show you the world sweet bug creature. My name is Baya. Oh my god, the little emote. Then let's hit the road, Baya. Enjoy your trip and safe travels. Goodbye, potion seller. Bye-bye. See ya. See you later. Ah, goodbye, innkeeper. Such a cute little thing. God, I would give her a hug. I'm gonna hop off to home, have a good stream if needed. I'm one message away. Much appreciated. You couldn't, well, you're probably not here now, but if you could join stream when you get home if you wanted. It gives me someone to talk to a little bit, or someone to talk to chat while I read all my things and try not to die. God, I'm so lightheaded. Whew, anyway. I'm glad Baya could find a little comfort in those peculiar visitors, at least. I'm excited to hear the story she'll tell when she gets back. Yum, 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 yum. Sweep, sweep. Ooh, training. Have fun with your training. You sexy man, you. Meh. Where's the magical people? Good evening, innkeeper. Good evening, Grace. Could I ask you for a drink? Anytime. What can I do for you? I'm pretty spent. Do you have something that will keep my mind awake for a little longer? Here's something that can do just that. One moment. Yeah, so charisma, intelligence, speed, attack, defense. So there was no fucking stamina. Is this something that focuses solely on brain? That'll do, wouldn't it? Oh. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. Bing, bing. Sparkling nebula. A drink for the mind and soul. Enjoy. Thank you. This is just what I needed. Why are you still so tired? I thought you were done with your theses. I am, which also means I need to figure out what to do next. The possibilities are endless, but not boundless. So considerations are a complicated endeavor. Have you considered a break? I have. Guys, remember to take breaks. Remember to take care of yourselves. Remember that your health is important. Shut the fuck up. I'm very aware that I am streaming while I am sick. I gotta go practice for my uni stuff. Have a good stream and take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, girl. Have the best time. If you're in the Discord server, please do let us know how your evening, morning, whatever time it is there goes. And have a good one. Mwah. I'll see you soon. And thank you for popping by. It's always nice seeing you. Say, innkeeper, if you had forever, what would you do with it? I've never thought about that before. I like being an innkeeper, so I could just keep doing this forever. It's relaxing and safe, and I get to meet the most wonderful people and wizards all day. Forever is a long time. Isn't there anything else you would like to do? I would like to travel the world in real life. A long road trip. I also wanted to learn how to play the harp. I'm content with my existence. Road trip. Really? Where to? Anywhere, really. See the world, the forests, the seas. That is exactly what I want to do in my real life. I want to see the world as best I can. Stop by each of the 5 interplanar portals and see what all the hype is about. Would you go through? I'm not sure. I was thinking more about having a picnic and a conversation nearby. Maybe a nap. I could rate them by which fruits grow around them. Now you're making me curious. Will you send me your studies? You'll be the first to know. What would you do with immortality? I would learn everything there is to learn. Every language, instrument, skill, and facet of mortal existence. Why not? I would travel the plains with my brother and learn even more. Have an infinite amount of tea parties. Yeah, I'd come to those. When we were little, Hex would always make all the stuffed animals dance around our little tea table. We didn't have money for music boxes, so he just made up songs for them to dance to. He sang them to me. If I had the time, I would love to write down all those songs and invent dances for them. You should make time for that. It's your time, after all. And besides, while you don't have forever, you do have quite a lot. An elven lifespan is nothing to scoff at, even if you only get half. Not if you get the human side of the lifespan. Oh, that's less time. It is, but I'll make the most of it. What will you do next then? I'm not sure yet. I was thinking about going to Ashurfdel, the capital of Mogokarsi. I love the fucking Final Fantasy fucking names that I cannot pronounce. I heard the libraries there are 60 stories tall and rivers float through the sky in an exuberant display of mana. Sounds like paradise for someone like you. Yes, but Hex really wants to stay here. He likes Fusoya, Zenith, and Ashen Grove. I think he likes how quiet it is, if you would believe it. I don't think he'd like the bustle of it all. You could just go without him. There's a Magocratian embassy in Zoford. The teleportation is expensive but reliable. And it crashed again. Why are you crashing? I wonder if it has something to do with their update after all. I'll try to push through a few chapters before deciding to quit. I'll try to get through this one and do one more maybe. Might be a sign for the universe going, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? Why are you streaming? Go to bed. You're literally sweating up a storm. You feel like you could vomit any minute. Why are you playing the fucking game? Go to bed. I still love that it saves right on your text box. That's really convenient. So if it either, and it won't make him. He could teleport himself then. He really shouldn't. It's quite a long distance and he's always been awful at teleportation. He could take a ship. I appreciate the effort, but I don't think a ship would help make the distance acceptable to him. He's always going to follow me, no matter where I go. I think he doesn't want to miss out on any adventures or celebrations or funerals. You can just tell him you want to go alone. But then he'd be alone too. Just talk to him, Grace. I don't want to spend our lifetime together fighting. I just don't want him to spend it mourning me either. You should tell him that. He'll have enough time to mourn you when you're gone. Unlike life, that never ends. I suppose you're right. I'd like to leave something he can remember me by. Maybe I'll build my own wizard tower. Please do. I love those. Did you hear about the one in Morlia near Dalwell? The one with the infamous Macrosian fugitive? The very same. It seems that its wizard has disappeared without a trace, leaving his tower vacant. I've always wanted to stop by for tea, but I don't want to be rude and intrusive, so I haven't. I wonder what he left behind. I'm sure it's a collection of fascinations and impossibilities. Couldn't you just teleport in to check? You can't exactly teleport in and out of well-protected places all willy-nilly. You might end up trapped or on a whole other plane. You might. Maybe that's what's happened to the wizard. Maybe. No one seems to know what happened to him or who he even was, and no one seems interested in finding out either. Isn't that sad? A little. I don't want to disappear like that. You won't. I'll tell you your story for as long as I'm around. How long is that? For as long as this world will bear me. You are very easy to bear. Thank you, Grace. Would you like to stay a little while? Please. I find your inn truly inspiring. I'll be here if you need a rubber duck. I'm counting on it. Hi, innkeeper. Oh, hello. Hi, you two. A drink, please. Or two, actually. Sure thing. Actually, what name are we on right now? Well, Aurora is still fine. Come on. That was a whole week ago. I was busy. Want to come up with a new one now, then? Can I come up with one? Sure. How about Kumo? I feel like you look like a Kumo. It fits. He is just like as stealthy as a spider. He is just as soft as a cloud. Stealthy as a spider. And he's just as cute. Oh, love is in the air. Love it here. I'll take your word for it. Our drinks, can we get them now? Of course. What would you like? Something sweet. Bubbly, maybe. What the fuck has happened to you? If you can find something that, you know. Sure, I'll see if I can find the words you're looking for. The fuck do you mean, bubbly? Huh? Do I get... Oh, just charisma. Okay, cool. Awesome. Good to know. Good to know. I'm getting him a sunny breeze. I'm getting him a sunny breeze. He can't fucking stop me. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. Is it not? Is that better? You mean it's not the right drink? Fine. I won't make him a sunny breeze then. Fuck you. I got a bunch more information on people too, Jesus. Oh my god, the funny S. Jesus Christ. Where's my drinks gone? I got all day. Liquid charisma for those in need. Maybe you should try it then. Do you want to send it back? No, it's good. He wants to swoon her. Oh, is this a love story in the making? Am I getting to watch love blossom? Glad to hear that. Fable, what can I get you? Maybe something that will make me feel like I could lift 1,000 clouds. Like I got the strength of a dragon, or something like that. Carolyn always says it's pretty tasty. I see. Carolyn's special then. Ugh. Pardon me. I am gassy and sick. One, two, three. One, two? No. There we go. A regular favorite for another regular. Thank you. It's delicious as usual. That's what I like to hear. I like the new hair, by the way. Oh, you do? Thank you. It looks really nice, right? Kumo braided it for me. He helped me calm down after we encountered the Mary Morgan. But I should probably start at the beginning, right? I'd appreciate that. Alright, so what happened at the beginning? The ship to Boreas. Right. I was a bit worried about the journey we were embarking on. After all, the seas around Boreas are famously hard to traverse, with all the wild magic around it and all. But just before we left Zenith, we ran into Una on the midst of an arm wrestling match against Iniko. We took the opportunity to ask her for advice. Thought maybe she had traveled there before. You could have also asked me. She was closer. Right. Did she have any good advice? She did. With her help, we were able to avoid all of the dangerous maelstrom, sea stocks, and iceberg elements. That must have made for a very relaxing journey. It did. It was very inspiring, too. We were able to see the dancing, colorful auroras in the night sky as we drew closer. They were starless, but still breathtakingly gorgeous. I even started on a new song. It wasn't ready to be shared yet, though. I just wanted a sneak peek. Well, you should have snuck better. A new song? Can I hear it? It's not done yet. Thanks to Una, we made it to Boreas a lot faster than we had planned. We also docked far away from the typical explorer's route. It was completely abandoned, but by everything but nature. And it crashed again. What is this fucking crashing for, eh? Really? I might just get through this chapter and call it. I think the universe really is telling me to sit the fuck down and have a nap. Sorry about the technical issues. If no one but us had been there before. Kind of exciting. Very adventurous for sure. As we headed inland, we were quickly swallowed by the fog that engulfs almost the entire island. It moved in strange patterns, creating unidentifiable forms within the mist, and that hungered for life. The thickets rustled as we walked by, whether moved by wind or by creatures we couldn't tell. The trees were shaped strangely, with shimmering portals forming in their empty husks. Our own quiet breaths were often interrupted by shrill, shrieking sounds that seemed to come from right above us. It was almost idyllic. Or scary. It was mostly scary. I wouldn't have minded strolling around until we ran into something roaming the island, but it was a little cold, so I found a local to ask for directions. While wandering around, we came across a clearing surrounded by tall trees. Or rather, one tree. All of them were connected, intertwined with one another. Through one of their twisted connections, a waterfall with no discernible origin was flowing into a small pond. And in its midst rested a nymph, a real nymph. Doing taxes? She was weaving flower crowns for the fish. She was beautiful, with long black hair and skin that glistened in the sunlight, being reflected off the waterfall. Her eyes were like sparkling gemstones, and her smile was full of kindness. She was all right, but also the only person around. So Fable asked her for directions? No, Fable asked her about everything but directions. I asked her for directions. She was very helpful. She even gave us a gift. A gift? That's sweet. She gave us earplugs against the Banshee's song so our bones wouldn't shatter. Very helpful. Did you offer to write her a jingle in return? I did. She said if we were to survive the encounter with the Banshee, I could come back and she'd think of what she'd need a jingle for. She was thinking about setting up a dragonfly expedition, so maybe for that. Who would she even advertise to? Frogs? And toads? The Banshee was our first priority. So we stealthily made our way to the Lonesome Lagoon with earplugs in our ears. We mostly walked and talked about our favorite dragonflies. As we finally approached the Lonesome Lagoon, the thick mist enveloped us. It suddenly became so cold we could see our own ragged breaths. And then we heard it, a song filled with all the sorrow of the world compressed into a single note. It sounded really nice. There was so much emotion in that song. Sadness, longing, yearning, anger. We wanted to be polite and wait until she was done singing, but she kept going, like tears that wouldn't stop. So I decided to be a little rude, stepped forward and said hello. They said, "Hello, Banshee, I really like your song." That confused the Banshee so much that she stopped. She smiled, bearing a row of deadly sharp teeth. She was very nice, actually, as if she asked if we wanted to steal from her lagoon. When we said no, she invited us to sing along. Did you? Of course. It was kind of fun. It was. And I thought, what a better time to bring up the Mori Morgan, but now. So I led with I bet you do this stuff with your girlfriend all the time, right? She suddenly looked at me with hatred and anger and then just started screaming. I was very thankful for the earplugs at that moment. I think without them, my bones might have melted. That was our cue to leave, so I pulled Fable back into the thicket of the Bourne Forest. Obviously, we couldn't just leave it at the failure, so we looked around for a peace offering. We found some spiky pink fruits with pattern of little ghost tortoises on them. We thought she might like them. She liked them enough to stop screaming at us, and we sat down at the side of the lagoon to talk. It's beautiful, by the way, right in the middle of the giant portal into the Twilight Chasm. It colors the water with deep dark blue, with swirling clouds of darkness within. There were bones floating in the lagoon, too. I almost brought one for your tavern. Why didn't you? I thought you wouldn't like it. I love bones. I'll keep that in mind for future. The Banshee actually fished out some bones to fidget with. They stopped her from screaming every time she brought up the Mary Morgan. Or Marmor, as she called her. Turns out the Mary Morgan had been ignoring all her calls. Ever since the Banshee was crowned Gaia's scariest monster by Screech Maghazine. She told us it carved a hole in their relationship that it caused a lot of jealousy. And she was disappointed by the Mary Morgan. She was disappointed that Mary Morgan cared more about the stupid popularity contest than her. Hi, Shizu. Art kind of looks like Supergiant Games. Well, it keeps crashing, so you might get to see the intro again and again and again until I get past this one thing, because I will be calling it after this chapter, because I think the game is saying, yo, you're sick, go to bed. So I'll stream until the end of this chapter, and then I'm just going to call it. At least we got through a chapter, you know? We asked her if she wanted to talk about it with the Mary Morgan herself, but she said that she didn't need to apologize for being scary. She was very thankful she got to talk about it, though. She was holding it all in because she didn't want to burden Baya with all of the drama. She even offered us to spend the night in her nearby cave, which was really nice of her. Did you end up taking a nap in her lair? We thought about it, but it was filled to the brim with the riches of the dead, which was far too alluring to allow us to fall to the call of sleep. You found loot? You have my attention. What did you find? Gold, bones, skulls, jewels of all sizes. I had a loot. It was broken, but I picked it up anyway. There was also a delicate silver mirror that had hearts carved all over it. Koma recognized it as magical from its arcane markings. Melina showed me them in some book the other day, when the wizard in Zoford showed us around his library. It was a mirror of fast speech. It lets you speak to anyone on this plane, given that you've seen them before. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so the game just keeps crashing on me. And honestly, I'm like a little bit too much information, but I am sweating so much that I think I'm leaving a puddle on my chair. My head is pounding. I'm lightheaded, so every time I move too much I nearly faint. My voice hurts from talking so much, and I'm very tired. I also feel like I'm gonna vomit half the time, which is great, but I didn't want to not stream. I wanted to come stream, have a laugh with you guys, put something out there today, because oh boy, I need to do something with my fucking life. It was. So you called Millie? No. We called the Mary Morgan. Ah, that makes more sense. How did it go? Yeah, well, I had to be the one to make the call since Kumo had never met her. When her face appeared, all I could do was stare at it in horror as she gazed back at me. It felt like I was back in the Ashen Grove leading adventures to their doom, and I just froze. So I took the mirror out of her hands. Her first words were threats of what she would do to us if we dared to harm the Banshee. Of course we hadn't. That briefly calmed her down. Until I asked her why she wasn't here, if she was so worried about the Banshee's well-being. Avoiding the question, she instead talked to us about the state of the lagoon. She complained that it must be incredibly loud with all the tourists and whatnot. I assured her there were no tourists, at least none that were alive. So she asked what I was doing in her lair then. Honestly, I replied that the Banshee had offered us a place to stay in her cave. I quickly realized that I had picked the wrong thing to say. Her eyes started bleeding black ichor, and she began cursing us out in tongues. Thank you for the hydration. Hydrate, die straight, guzzle cum. I keep forgetting these things. What's still broken? Huh? Dude, that sounds like the fever hitting you like a truck. Ah! The fever is hitting me like a truck, and it doesn't help that I could not sleep until like 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. last night. I went to bed at like midnight because I was so fucking tired. I tossed and turned. I tried all sorts to get to sleep. I got up, had some water, went to the toilet, had a snack. I tried everything to get some sleep, but I did not sleep until 3 a.m. And then I was up at 10, so that was fun. I'm very tired, but it's okay. Huh. Well, once you can figure out how to stop that sub, that would be great. Because I think you're just giving Twitch money. I haven't seen a penny from Twitch in a long time, I don't think. I'd have to check. Anyway, whew. The mirror cracked under her gaze and started bleeding black water. It was terrifying. And then we were just supposed to sleep there as if she couldn't crawl out of the mirror any second. After that happened, I thought that we shouldn't discuss our plans, further plans in the cave. So I pulled Fable outside and we went for a walk. The nymph had mentioned this enchanted flower field where she collected flowers for the fish. So we went there. Thought it might be a good spot. It was a good spot. Even though I couldn't stop shaking for a while. Though the flowers really helped. As did not being alone. Was that when Kumo braided your hair? It was, yeah. My hair kept falling in my face and it was overwhelming me. So he sat me down and braided it away while I worked on rebuilding the loot. He said that some distraction would help. Talking also really helped. Even if I asked a lot of stupid questions. They weren't stupid, just curious. Did you have a favorite one? They asked where I learned to braid hair. That actually brought us further on our quest. How so? Well, I learned it from my mother. It's the only thing I feel I have left of her. It was her way of apologizing. She was never very good with words. It made me think. Sometimes people aren't very direct with what they mean. I have heard of that, yes. Like the Mary Morgan. She didn't seem angry about the Banshee outdoing her in some fear pageant. She didn't even mention it once. She only got upset when she thought we had hurt the Banshee. Or when she thought we were tourists, or when we said we were staying in the cave. Like she was jealous of something entirely different from the issue of Screech McHassine. Fucking hate that. Hi, Minty. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. You're gonna kill me, but I'm not doing well and I'm still here. Sweating up a storm. We talked through and that's why I'm not doing any of the voices. No voices today. If you can't tell, I'm real sick. No. Maybe next time. We talked it through and decided we had to get the two of them to talk face to face. Obviously it would be different because of the distance, but I had taken the mirror with me when we left. Thought it might be useful. Ever the Fieth? Indeed. I used to call Baya. I asked her to tell the Mary Morgan to come to the Boreas. Fable mentioned she can teleport via plants. However that works. She can. You should try it out. It's nauseating. I think we'll pass. While I went to talk to the Banshee, Kumo picked up the Mary Morgan. She and I really connected on the eyeliner techniques. When we arrived at the lagoon, they were immediately ready to claw each other's throats. And not in a fun way. Oh, Kumo. Ooh, I would like my throat clawed out in a kinky way, if you know what I mean. Hey, my Nightbot's working on Twitch. Get in. Don't know why that didn't work last time. But somehow we managed to convince them to sit down. We tried to get them to talk about their feelings, but they just kept talking past and over and away from each other. Arguing about an issue that didn't exist. So I had this crazy idea. I took out my new lute and asked them if they wanted to write a song together. They declined and insisted their voices would clash, but I thought at the very least it'd stop them from arguing. Kumo helped me convince them by summoning tiny rain clouds, pitter-pattering in a gentle melodic rhythm, to inspire them to give it a try. We asked them to put all of their emotions about the whole situation into a song. In the end, They harmonized perfectly together, like their voices were made for each other and the gentle hum of my lute. It was beautiful and a little bone-shattering, but very romantic. Most importantly, the song finally got them to understand each other. Like Kumo had suspected, Mary Morgan was scared, not jealous, now that the Banshee was so popular. She feared the Banshee would become really busy with tourists visiting all the time. She assumed she wouldn't have the time for her anymore. But the Banshee assured her she doesn't care about any of the tourists, only about the Mary Morgan, and Baya, of course. We told them to talk to her too, and mentioned how much she had been missing them. They agreed to meet for a tea party in the Ashen Grove, so Baya doesn't have to travel too far. Did you invite them to your barbecue? No. After the outpouring of emotions, they wanted some time for themselves. The quest was done. It had only taken us 2 days, which was really efficient. Unfortunately, we had told the ship to pick us up in 3 days, so we were trapped on the island. So you swam back? What? No. What's wrong with you? The usual. We started brainstorming about what we could do while we waited. So I asked about the cheesecake recipe, but then I realized there wasn't anywhere to bake it. They don't have any taverns on Boreas. It was a stupid idea. It wasn't. Somewhere on the island had to be something to bake a cheesecake in. Did you find something? We did. But it turned out it turned into its own small quest. First we had to find the right place for our little adventure. We met those lovely gnomes living in the little mushroom houses, and they offered to let us use their ovens. But they were too small, so they introduced us to a local Toad Hill giant. Its kitchen was enormous, but it was easier to work with than the ones that were too small. Then the gnomes, the nymph, and the giant helped us gather ingredients from all across the island. So we were able to make enough cheesecake for everybody. I burned mine a little bit. But when we made the second batch for the ship's crew, they were already starting to turn out better. Kumo is a really good teacher. And you're a really good student. Thank you. The cake really lifted the crew's spirits on the journey back. We agreed to teach them the recipe once we hit land. Afterwards, they invited us to the captain's birthday party. They even introduced us to a traveling obelisk who sang us a song of the ancients. It showed us a shortcut through the Roliaths mountain range where we met some flaming songbirds. And now you're here. And now we're here. I'm glad you two and Ruff in the sunset together. I'm glad you came back. You two clearly have chemistry. I would never not tell you about my adventures. That's not what I meant. It just seems like you two really enjoyed your time together. Oh my god, the shifty eyes on both of them. I thought maybe you wanted some more. And they called it puppy love. God, that hurts my throat. Where are you two going next? I should probably talk to Melina. She was pretty mad when I left. I guess I should apologize while I still can. Good idea. Do you want me to come with you? No. I think I need to do this alone, or rather, with her. And then I have to check on Rufus too. Maybe Hex taught her some fun magic tricks in the meantime. You left her with Hex? And with Grace? Don't worry. Nothing was set on fire. I should go. But before I go, do you maybe want to do something together later today or tomorrow? Like a thing? Ah, I love them. They're so in love. Oh my god. I like hanging out together. We could play charades with the werewolves. I think he meant like hanging out as in a date. Yeah. Date. I'm sorry. I'm throwing you under the bus, Kumo. I'm so sorry. Date each other. Kiss. Did you? Maybe I did. Oh. Oh, come on. Kiss. Okay, that sounds really fun. Yes. Cool. I'll pick you up or I'll see you around or whatever. I'll see you. I'm looking forward to it. Me too. Yay! Yippee! The two are in love. Adorable. I love this fucking fish dragon dude. Look at him go. Sorry. He asked me on a date. He did? That's... Oh. What? What do I do now? Do you think Archie has books on dating or should I ask the Hydra for advice? It probably knows about dating, right? Archie is still on his quest. Also, I'm... no. Yeah, I'm sure. Thank you. Sorry, my mother was asking if I was hungry. Archie is still on his quest. Also, I'm right here. You're right. What should I do? Just go, see where it takes you. No one said you actually have to... Go, just go. Or where he takes you. Hopefully somewhere nice. I do feel safe with him. So maybe I should try trusting this more. Mostly I think you should just be honest with him. He seems to like you for who you are, so there's no need to hide. That's the scary thing. Why does he feel that way? Because he fucking likes you, you dick. Because you are very lovely. Yes, you are. Fable, you are very lovely. People keep saying that. But sometimes I feel like a lot lovelier hiding, you know? To me, it sounded like it's perhaps a bit too late for that. Sorry for listening in. You two are just very sweet. You were. It's okay. I also thought it was very sweet. He was very sweet. But now that he's gone, I have some time to think again. And I'm not sure if it was supposed to be that type of sweet anymore. Maybe he was just being nice. He asked you on a date because he was just being nice. That face says everything. Grace's face is like, bitch. Really? Well, maybe he felt bad for me or something. Innkeeper dear, I think Fable might need a bit of another drink. Maybe something to untangle their thoughts. Something for a quick escape from all this overthinking. That sounds good. I'll see what I can do. Fucking A. Amazing. One, two, three. One, two. How's the chats doing? How are you guys feeling? Like I said, I'm probably going to finish after this chapter because of all of the crashing of the game and rest a bit more because Jesus Christ, I need it. But I did need to get something out today. And I'm glad I did. I got to speak to lots of lovely people, which is so nice. Does this help? Very much so. Thank you. I feel like now I can uncurl the yarn ball that is my brain. What do you think I should do? What do you want to do? I want to go on our date, and I want to get to know him better. Maybe even get him to know me better too. Do you think he would like that? I think so, yes. It seems like you don't need our answers. You have yours already. Sometimes I just feel like I need permission to listen to my heart. Did you know you can give that permission to yourself? I forget that every time, but I know you're right. I think I know what to do now, somewhat. But I'll figure the rest out. Thank you for listening to me. I think sometimes that's all I really need when I'm scared. There's nothing wrong with being scared, as long as you don't run from the things that make you happy. You're right. It took me a while to realize that running is so easy, you know? You always go somewhere. You always know where to go. Away. But staying, you have to actually look at yourself, figure out what your part in everything is. That can be a lot. Yeah, I feel that right now. Jesus. Ooh, it has been one hell of the end of the year. It's been one hell of a year, honestly. I think for everybody. Like, what the fuck has this year been? Look, has anybody got plans for Christmas, by the way? That's coming up soon. Fucking A. But when I was on the journey back from the Boreas, dancing with Como to the music of the Navigator's fiddle, thinking about how I would never gotten into that point if I hadn't put myself out there, I really realized that life is so much more than a constant game of hide and seek from the things that truly mean something. And I decided to stop running from life, even if I'm scared. I want to do my best to face my problems. Even though it's terrifying, I know I'm not alone. Is this still about Kumo? No, he was never a problem. He's one of the reasons I'm not alone. Just like you. With good friends by my side, I can do anything. And that's right. Once you have a good support network around you, you can do anything with life. As long as that support network knows when to stop you from doing dumb shit too. I don't know if you should do everything. I can't wait to see what you will do. It might not be impressive as you hope, but it will be me, and I'm excited about that. Me too. I'm really proud of you, Fable. Thank you for everything, especially the great advice. That was really great advice. Maybe you should take some of it too, Grace. Maybe you should. But we all conquer life at our own pace. My personal next Goliath is going to be reapplying my lip gloss. And maybe some blush. I do feel a little pale. Can I borrow a mirror for a bit, innkeeper? Of course. There's some free rooms and mirrors upstairs, right next to the acorn chimes. Just ignore the door with the do not enter signs. You shouldn't have said that. Now I want to check. Please don't. I won't. I'm polite. Or am I? Let's hope she won't find all the nightmare creatures you have locked up there. Let's. Have you ever visited the Twilight Chasm? Not for long enough to capture any creatures. I see. What are you thinking about, innkeeper? Oh. Uh-oh. Something's broken. Uh-oh. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Oh, there we go. there's the crash. Fucking A. Hey, my lord. Huh, only 18% of players got the Lullaby achievement. That's crazy. Gentle Troll Entertainment did this, by the way, Shizu. I don't know who you said it was before, but the art style. Let's see where it's saved. Right. The song you mentioned, the one that you started writing on the ship? I know it's not done yet, but how about a little sneak peek? To see if it would be good for a jingle. I don't think it's jingle material. But I don't mind sharing with you. Just keep in mind, it's a work in progress. Of course. There's a calling on the wind beneath the talk of the keep. I've heard the tales, set the sails. Now it's time for me to leave. That sounds like a great opener. So you like it? It's wonderful. Can't wait to hear more. Me too. But it's still a little rough around the edges. I feel like it's missing something. Maybe the next adventure? Maybe. Will you let me know when it's done? Of course. I can't wait to show you the finished version. Thank you, Fable. I'm proud of you. For maybe finally finishing a song? For not running. Oh, thank you. Me too. Innkeeper, do you ever think about taking your own advice? All the time, yes. And why don't you? I don't know. It's hard, I know, but I promise I believe in you as much as you believe in me. And I know we'll both be okay. I would like that. Me too. Well, I've talked a lot today. I'll give you some space. Maybe it's time to stop running. Should I? Is it time to read that letter? Yes. Oh, that was easy. I guess I've been wanting to for a while. Let's hope for no regrets. My dearest friend, long has it been since we've talked last. Long has it been since everything has been seared away by the cold flames of death. I wish I could still remember our last conversation, but it's a waning memory. I can only imagine how you enjoyed running away, wishing you forget whatever was between us. Maybe you did for a brief moment, for these 30 years. If you did, I'm writing this letter to kindly remind you of the good old times. To celebrate our reunion, I invite you to the spectacle of this century, the last day of astral moon, welcoming the first light in the dying moon, where the realm of Tvat is just a grasp away. Are there any spirits you'd like to remember? Are you afraid of what they might tell you? Worry not, I'll be there. Watch the sky closely on the 35th of Cuspodia. I'll see you soon, an old friend. That was... I guess you've always been a fan of symbolism. But you didn't even leave an address. Very irresponsible. It's the hot tiefling man. Pardon? No time. Duck, now. What's going on? Are you okay? Do you need help healing? Something's coming. Something big. Your next show? What? No. There's no time. Duck. Is the ground... Oh, we're under the sea now. Is everyone all right? I think so. Yes. Phew, that was a close call. Could have been really dangerous. What just happened? Why is there water outside the tavern? I'd also like to know the answer to that question. I've got no clue. I was just outside by the woods drafting my newest song when the ground beneath my feet began to rumble. Not even a minute passed and it rumbled again. Then a wall of water came rushing toward me. I didn't even dare to wait. I ran immediately looking for shelter. No way I was gonna let my Hegium get wet. I don't know what the fuck that is. I think it's a fucking... Yeah, it's an instrument. Pardon me. Sorry for the gas. Again, I am sick. These strings are made of real Chaebeam silk, and the body's ethereal bamboo is a rarity. That's the first thing going through your mind with a giant wave rushing right at you. Of course. This instrument is just as valuable as my hands. And just as versatile. Is everyone alright? Grace, dragons, you're alright. I was worried something had happened to you. Oh, don't worry. When the wall started rumbling, I hid under a table, and then I watched the water rush by the window. It was like a tsunami, but tsunamis are very rare, if not impossible, so far into the mainland. Right. It's so strange. Everything seems to be submerged out there. I wonder what could cause a cataclysm. It's worrying, to say the least. And it's definitely too dangerous to go outside. Even the tavern is leaking. Don't worry, it'll withstand. Are you sure? I'm sure. I've gotten through worse than this. You? I mean, it's gotten through worse than this. Wouldn't have thought it could withstand this sort of thing, but even more so, glad it can. Seems to be simple yet very sturdy tavern after all. Just like you, innkeeper. Stop flirting with me, you hot tiefling. Yeah! Are you flirting with the innkeeper? Yes. Yes, he is. He's a bard. What do you expect? Pah! Me? No. Also, that's beside the point. It is. I mean, unless. Ooh. Oh. I've already got a fever. I'm not allowed to get hotter than I already am. I like to work my body. It helps a lot of aspects. Can we get back to the point, please? Yeah, sure, the point. Right, back to the point. Did you see exactly what happened? Not really. I was listening to the whistle of the wind in the treetops, jolting down notes for my next song, when suddenly a horde of silver-crusted deer rushed past me. Before they could trample over me, I jumped onto the rock I was sitting on and watched them gallop downhill. Then I saw water break through the canopies, snapping trees in half like they were shashtok skewers. I wasted no second. I turned on my heel, knowing I'd be done for if I waited a moment longer. Then I was here and told you to duck. That sounds horrible. Are you alright? Are you hurt? I'm fine, thanks. And anyways, to whom do I have the pleasure? I'm Grace. Nice to meet you, Grace. I'm... Oh my, you're Voyage, aren't you? The silver-tongued Bertzulo? Tiefling. He's a fucking tiefling. Yes, that would be me. My apologies. I didn't mean to push any boundaries. But I saw you perform at Dropstone Institute's campus that one time. And I must say, you pulled on all my heartstrings with your beautiful performance. Oh. I did that? Yes. I was awestruck by the way your music could, what your music could do. It was like magic in its very own way. Music can be very soothing in moments of distress. Were you distressed back then? A little. I don't remember exactly why anymore, but I remember the emotion. But not more distressed than I am right now. I hope Hex is safe as well. I'm sure he is. Shoot! Did you see the creatures swim by? What? Where? It looked like a red-winged eel. Oh, I haven't seen one of those in ages. Where is its natural habitat? Actually, the Twilight Chasm. Why is it here? Something isn't right. I'm afraid you might be correct. Did I send the guys to the wrong portal? Is that what I did? I'm also afraid, very much so. I didn't think it's safe to go outside. Of course not. You should all stay for the night. Would that be possible? Of course. The tavern will withstand this, and a bit of company wouldn't hurt. I agree. Thank you, innkeeper. Say, you with the lute, what's your name? Fable. My name is Fable. Do you play the lute, I mean? Sometimes. I'm still practicing and not all that good with it yet. How about we play together? A song or two to lift the spirits and wait out the catastrophe going on outside. It's very untuned. It goes out of tune really quickly, but I guess that's a lute thing. I gotcha. Show it to me. I'll help you, and then we'll jam until the new dawn arises. Blub blub, sleep of the fishes. Ha! Right. I did say I'd only get through the one because it has been crashing. I'm sorry that it's such a short stream. Hopefully the crashing will subside the next time we play. Otherwise, I want to thank you all for joining today. The Twitch people, the YouTube people. Remember that I will be moving over to YouTube by the beginning of next year. So if any of y'all could just head over there, hit subscribe, go watch some old VODs if you like. Like I say, I've got some Pokemon there, Digimon, VR chat, Bioshock. I have all the old streams from way back in the day when I first started. So every little helps. It's completely free. I don't need no money. If you want to help, you can. If you don't, that's also fine. I just would like to build that subscriber count up and see if I can keep this streaming shit going, baby. Otherwise, take care of your dang selves. I'll be seeing you this Saturday for VR chat. Hopefully I will be feeling better. I will let you guys know how I feel as the days go on. But yep, thanks for joining. Take care of your dang selves. Eat your food, drink your water, get some fresh air, and take care of yourselves. Love you guys. Bye.